Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Unmatched Style chat session. I'm here with Jonah Goldstein.
You going?
Hey, and you are up for. By the time we run this, the voting is going to be over. But whatever. You're up for Website of the Year for
Yeah.
Sophie Hardak. Hardak.
I think it's Hardak.
Hardak. Yeah. Which is pretty cool because what caught my eye with you doing that is that you're not like Happy Cog, or you're not some big firm, that everybody votes for and everybody knows about. So what's your take on that?
I guess I was pretty excited. I mean, I was beyond excited. In fact, I was just excited when after probably months and months of checking Unmatched Style for a long time, I was just on your website. That really made me so happy. I think I ran around the house.
Wow.
And things just kind of bubbled up, and I didn't do any kind of marketing campaign, but somehow someone saw it on your site, and it moved to different other zines, podcasts, and eventually Zeldman retweeted something, and that just made it blow up because he's
Yeah.
the grandpa.
Yeah, he's also a nice guy.
Yeah, I'm certainly thankful to him.
So let's talk about the website a little bit. I mean, we reviewed it a while back. I thought it was pretty interesting, just the horizontal sort of storytelling. I don't know if it's a metaphor, but the approach you took to that horizontal scroll and stuff. How did you come about doing that in the first place versus making just a standard website?
Well, we decided that we wanted something that was simple, or at least felt simple, and in doing that, it was also telling a story. Like, the whole point was to tell this story. So I wanted to, and it's about this Kurdish refugee who moves through, who moves to Germany and is living under the radar. So the whole thing is about him being kind of alone and on this path by himself. So it just made sense. This visual metaphor we just went with it. And what ended up getting all the publicity, I think, was the contact form. Because it actually uses real old German stamp, and you paste it right on there. You fix the stamp, and then it goes. And I think people just really love that. It just kind of happened thematically. I don't think I'd suggest doing something like that for any old site,
Right.
but it made sense and it worked, and it was really fun to build. We just went through a whole bunch of iterations, and we're really playful. And I think she was just down to go.
Right.
To go and make something a little bit different.
So how would you say that the design that you did affected her business? I guess she's an author, but it's business.
You're right. So she's a very cool person beyond the business level, and then as a business, she's also a person who has never sold a book before, or had never sold a book. This is her first deal. She's with Simon & Schuster, and they don't give them any budget or anything. Don't make them a website. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. But she essentially came to me, and I was trying to make something that would get as many eyes to see her as possible. So we thought, well, let's make something different and playful.
Right.
And she ended up coming to me with one of the sites she said she really liked is... It's a site, what's her name? Miranda July, and it's called No One Belongs Here More Than You. And it doesn't even feel like a website. It's this whole other experience. It starts out, it says something like, what is it? I'm going to make this whole website right now on this dry erase board. And then you go next to the next screen, and it turns out she's actually doing it on the top of her fridge. She doesn't even own a dry erase board. So it just moves through this unlikely sequence of really quirky messages to you, and it's inspiring, and it's actually what I did this little campaign to try and get people to vote for Sophie's site, and it was based kind of on that model of making something a little bit cute and mysterious and funny, and hoping people pass it around.
Right.
That's the message in the bottle thing.
Yeah. So did you get any play off of that site you put out? I mean, I remember seeing that when you sent it my way.
Yeah, cool. People really liked it, and they passed it around. I wouldn't say it went viral, but I think there were 2,600 people came to it, and the cool thing was that at each step of the process, 98% of the people would click to move on to the next step.
Okay.
And I got about a 15 to 20% conversion rate of people going to click to vote. So it was cool setting up with Google Analytics and really seeing how that worked. And I put in a couple Easter eggs. There's this bird that flies by, and if you click on it, he kind of flops over kind of duck hunt style.
Right.
And falls into the ocean, and you get 5 points that float up.
Right. That's
But
pretty
yeah,
awesome.
that was a fun little thing to make too.
That's pretty awesome too. Sorry.
Oh yeah, so that's my friend Bob. He was in a shark scuba diving accident, but he decided to join us.
Nice.
Do you like the aquarium I built, life-size aquarium I
Yeah,
built?
now you said because it took us a little while to do this, and you said that you were going to make a backdrop and everything, and I'm thoroughly impressed at your commitment.
Right. Well, I decided, a backdrop is cool, but why not build a real life-size, human-size aquarium
Yes.
and fill it with wonderful fish?
Yes.
So that's what I've
See the Jonah
I've
fish.
done. Thank you for joining me in my aquarium.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, really quick in parting. I mean, what are you going to do if you win Side of the Year?
What would I do if I went? Well, I wasn't really planning on it, but um, yeah, I guess I would have to come up with something a little impromptu because I haven't been planning on it.
So
But it's been a fun process, certainly. I'd certainly go to London, and then I'd start traveling around with my girlfriend. Actually, for the past few years, we've both been traveling kind of around the world and just being developers. And she's a writer on the go. And now we're settled in Boston.
Okay.
But I think we might continue traveling again, starting in Europe.
Yeah, it's a good reason to go to England.
Yeah,
awesome.
Totally.
Well, hey man, thanks for letting me pick your brain a little bit about how you did this and got there and all that good stuff.
Great, thanks.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate your time.